Hello viewers, my computer quit working. I'm not exactly sure why yet. Go ahead and power it up now and we'll see what happens. Oh, it didn't do it that time. When I first turned it on, it said, "Alert, no keyboard detected. Press F1 to continue, press F2 for setup." And I found that particularly comical because how in the world is somebody supposed to press something if a keyboard isn't detected? And adding to the comedy, I pressed F1 and it worked fine. Anyways, that's not really the main issue. That was just an anomaly. The main issue here is if we go into the Windows bootloader and we select any given operating system, it doesn't work. And I'm going to go ahead and try the other operating systems as well. I know Windows 10 doesn't work. When does it work? Windows 7 doesn't work. Let's see what the Windows Vista and the Windows XP are doing. Now this is another anomaly. This is some kind of a keyboard error. It's done this for a long time though. That's not anything new. For whatever reason, this computer does not detect certain keyboards during a restart, only after a cold shutdown. This keyboard unfortunately is one of them. So there was an electrical event yesterday. We had a brownout followed by a complete outage. I don't know what exactly failed, but it was some major piece of equipment because it resulted in hundreds of outages in this area. Now, I don't believe that has anything to do with this because this computer was not on when that happened. Now, if this computer was on or it was sleeping and the power went out like that and then it didn't restart, that would be very reasonable. But not only was the computer not on, it was plugged into a UPS. So there's really no logical reason why anything would have gotten corrupted on this computer. So yeah, I don't quite get that. Let's just go into the Windows, we'll try XP here and see what happens. I don't really have my hopes for any of these to work, but let's see. Nope. Alright, so for whatever reason, all 4 Windows partitions have kicked the bucket. Quite dramatically, as they don't get very far at all. So let's see what Linux wants to do. I don't know why this takes so doggone long to get going. That's another thing I don't understand about this machine. To be honest, I've had a lot of issues with this machine. This is the only computer I've had that really doesn't work always the way it should. I bought this computer off eBay a couple of years ago. Paid about $300 for it. It was a really good deal. Came with a graphics card. It's got 16 gigabytes of RAM. All this stuff, which, you know, I never have any use for, but, you know, why not? And it hasn't really had anything that is definitive enough to say the machine is defective. It's got the keyboard anomalies. Certain keyboards, not just this one, other ones as well, other Dell branded ones, ironically enough, don't always work correctly. The CD drive quit. It was very intermittent. I just replaced it. It's been fine since I replaced it. There's been some weird graphics issues with Windows 7. And now this, you know, the long startup screen, and now this doesn't work at all. I don't know what's going on. It looks like Linux is working. Let's go ahead and log in. Let's see what happens. This is not the original hard drive to the machine. This is a fairly new hard drive. So I hope it's not quitting. I don't think it has all that many hours on it either. This is a Samsung 850, 500 gigabytes, and I really hate when this machine screws up because, as you can see, it's a pain to get it back to the way I like it to be. So anyways, let's go ahead and do a smart test on this. is it? Of course, if the camera wasn't on, I would remember where it is. Here it is. Oh, it looks like it just did a test while it booted up. Everything's okay. Oh, let's do a full test here. Alright, oh dear, what does that mean? I haven't a clue. Well, it's progressing here. I'll check back when it's done. This is still going. It's been several hours and we're only 50% through. It's taken a long time. I'm gonna let this finish and see what happens. As long as everything checks out okay, I'll just start over and put the operating systems back in the computer. I find it hard to believe that there's anything wrong with this drive. It's relatively new. You can see it doesn't even have that many hours on it. It's just very coincidental that we had the power event yesterday and now everything is messed up. None of the other computers got messed up. Actually, the bedroom computer was sleeping when it happened, and even that one is fine. So I guess it was just coincidental that it happened. It's probably just another anomaly with this computer. It's kind of irritating though, because I had refreshed this computer just before Christmas. I reinstalled everything. So it's only been, let's see here, it's been pretty much just over 2 months, and now it's having an issue. The reason I reinstalled everything last time is because there was a graphics anomaly with Windows 7. Unfortunately, I've not been able to get the anomaly to go away, so I've just been living with it. And now it looks like I'm going to have to do it again. I guess the good thing is I don't keep any data on these endpoint machines, so there's no information that's lost, and there's no recovery to be done. So it's just a simple reinstall the operating systems and put the software back into the computer. Just a nuisance more than anything else.